right, so I just wanted to go over some tips in HumanitZ that I see coming up in the Discord and in the live stream. Certain things that people aren't aware of or haven't found yet. So let's go ahead and cover a couple of tips here that I've learned over my many months of playing. The first tip would be dropping your backpack when in trouble or encumbered. Right now I have my backpack full. I am fully encumbered. Now I drop my backpack. Now for me, it's Q. It could be different for you. I'm not sure what the default key is. I think it might still be Q. So that's good. So you can go ahead and just pick your backpack up again. But if the zombies were chasing us, we would leave it on the floor until we took care of the threat. Now, you should have ammunition in your pockets. Always carry some ammo in your pockets. Right now, my handgun is a 1911, and I would carry 45 ammo in my pockets just for this type of scenario. So I have my gun. Zombies are attacking me. Boom. Drop in the backpack. And now I can move all around. Pew, 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 pew. And zombie threat is taken care of. And we're good to go. So that's something that you should be aware of. Dropping your backpack is a strategy when you're out there scavenging. I know these little loot goblins like to collect a ton of loot. And just to be safe, keep some ammo in your pockets. So another hot tip that relates to the dog and the becoming encumbered with scavenging and getting too much loot is that the dog cannot be encumbered. So what you're going to do is you go to the dog, you check out his little vest here, and of course he can store items, but put your heavy items in there. So now I'm super encumbered by carrying around 2 heavy car batteries, and I just slap the car batteries on my dog's back, and boom, I'm running around again. So bear that in mind, that your dog can carry the heaviest items that you have. I've been giving him storing his own dog food in there, but that's not necessarily that useful. He's more useful carrying all the heavy items. So if you're out and about, have a dog with a vest and find heavy items, go ahead and just throw it in his little pouches there. It won't affect him whatsoever. All right, another hot tip would be utilizing your vehicle, if you have one, or vehicles on the street to kind of get away from the zombies. So you can climb on your vehicle's hood. Let's go ahead and try to avoid these zombies and make it over onto the hood here. So that way, we're out of harm's way. Now this, I'm sure, will get fixed or get patched so zombies can crawl on the vehicle at the moment. Or eventually crawl on the vehicle, I should say. But for right now, it's a good way to stay out of harm's way. You could call it cheesing. I don't think it's really cheesing. I just think it's a strategy to survive, right? Because how would zombies really know to get on your vehicle? I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they're smart. But whatever. That's another strategy to deal with some zombies when you get overwhelmed. Because if you're surviving by yourself, sometimes you got to pull out these type of tricks. So that's another hot tip for you guys to avoid getting killed while you're out there looting and scooting. All right, here's the little tip when it comes to food and surviving with your doggo. So the dog does not eat anything but meats and dog food. So he's going to eat fish, cooked or raw, meat, cooked or raw, and dog food. But you can't eat rotten meat yourself, so you can always save that as actual dog food because the dog is not affected by rotten food. So go ahead and drop it for him, and he already gobbled that up. Let's go give him another one. So that's another tip. Your dog will eat rotten food and not be affected one way at all. And since the rates of food actually spoiling are pretty high, in my opinion, that's a good way to utilize things that go bad. But to stop things from going bad, if you have a stove and you cook some meat, make multiple stoves. go ahead and make multiple stoves and use that as storage, because guess what? Meat will not rot in your stove. Well, actually, anything won't rot in your stove. If you get a potato, anything that you make in your stove and is stored in your stove will not rot currently. Now, this could all be patched, and I know the devs are aware, but for right now, I am not happy with the way that everything spoils. I have a plethora of spoiled food. Look at all this, and canned foods, and the cost of running these refrigerators run on power. So you actually need a battery and generator, and it's just not worth it. To me, it's not worth it. I go hunt food. I'm going to store what I cook in the stoves. Salted meats, of course, don't go bad. If you have a salting table, these won't go bad, which is nice, but the cost of doing salted food is too high. You need to one packet of salt per piece of jerky that you make. So right now I suggest maybe utilizing this little hack and go ahead and do your food like that. So just store it in the ovens and give the dog the rotten food. He's cool with it. He or she is cool with it. Lana, this is my little dog Lana. She's cool. She's a total help too. So having a dog is great. That's a hack in itself, really. But yeah, that's a nice little food tip for you. Another thing to be mindful of is when you have water stations, always pay attention to your water bottles, because even though they might seem like they're filled up with water, the percentage might not be there. So currently, if you go to a water station that's full, or a rain collector, I should say, and you have empty bottles, go ahead and hit collect. You'll see 100%, 100%, 100%. This one looks the same, like it would be 100%, but this one currently only has 2%. So be mindful of that. So the rain collectors don't give you 4 full bottles of consumable water. They give you 3, and then the 4th bottle has only 2%. All right, well, I hope you found those couple of tips helpful. If you have more tips, go ahead and leave them in the comments under this video. It'll be nice to share with the community. I try to gather information from the HumanitZ Discord, which is nice. People always bring up topics that I may not have thought of, or tips and tricks in there. So, all right, guys, hope you found it helpful. Please like and subscribe if you did, and I will see you on stream. Take care.